this digital age where the world is at our fingertips. We're dreamers, we're believers, reaching for the stars, yeah. With AI by our side, possibilities endless and bright. There's a future full of promise and it's within our grasp. So let's embrace the power, the magic of AI.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all of you people in between. My name's Ekello Harrid, and this is the Future Fiction Academy. Welcome. I hope that all of you are having a pretty good day today. And it's funny, there were 5 people, and now there are 4. Now there are 3. People pop in and out. It's so funny. Anyway, it's so exciting to see. I'm so excited to see all of you. Welcome to there's just been a lot of stuff. Gemini 2.5 Pro's just come out. So has DeepSeek version 3, and OpenAI has started with this image generation thing that has truly blown me away. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you some examples of the things that I've already created in it. And we're going to show you how they kind of compare against idiogram, which is fine. Idiogram just came out with version 3 itself. So what we're going to do is we're just going to look and see some of the advantages that you can have when you are using the OpenAI Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a conversation. Let's play. Let's have fun. Hey, Plumestone, how are you today? Nice to see you. Hi, all is what they say. Good to see you. All right. I suppose I should possibly think about dropping a new let's see here. Visual, add an image. Nope. Today live. And then this is the nice and short and punchy. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put it over in the AI for writers. AI writing for authors channel. And then we're going to post in this thing again. And I'm gonna actually I gotta go get the actual. Where is it? The actual shareable link. I just want to make sure that everyone knows that it's going on right now, everyone. That's all. Join us for the fun and action. Right. Sorry about this. I just want to paste that. Join us for the today. Right now. And there. Right now at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There we go. And there it is. I got the whole thing in there so people can see it. All right, everyone. What I want to do today is I want to actually get you all straight for the new paradigms that are coming. There are many things that are different about this world today. And one of those things is that, you misunderstood, and it looks like it may have done did it actually do the image generation there? What's going on? Oh, it's taking its time filling everything back in. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go through my chat that I did yesterday. And we're going to kind of go through some of the things. We're starting out with image generation. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you some of the things that I've created with image gen inside of ChatGPT. Now, let me put that sidebar away and share this. StreamYard has even more new features where I can just click on a thing and share my screen. Let's see here. We want FAA planning, blue green. There we go. So here we are inside of ChatGPT. Now, this is what's available. What's available is the image generation only appears inside of ChatGPT 4.0, not 4.0, 4.0. So if you are looking for it, you can find it there. Or you could go over to Sora, which has a lot of other different options, which I should probably pull up Sora.cam. Okay. And yeah, not now. Not now. And I'm already logged in. And wait until you see some of the generations. We've got baking bread instead of breaking bad. It's baking bread. Wherever you go, Adidas with only 2 stripes on the whoops. A meme. Oh, The Simpsons in real life. Real life Homer, Marge, Lisa, and Bart. Oh, that's glorious. I don't know if that orange skin says white people, but and a Pokemon card, Grand Theft Auto, looks like the Kremlin. Is art in the idea artists or the execution? AI. Ooh. A Vogue cover with what looks like from Family Spy, Your Forger. I thought she was Anna Taylor-Joy for a second there. This is a photograph of a subway or train window. Photograph of a subway or train window. You can see people inside and they all have their backs to the window. It's taken with an analog camera with grain. And that is an analog camera with grain if I ever saw one. I love the quality of the grain too. That's weird. That's really weird. Ever coming from a person that's an actual photographer. And more realistic Chainsaw Man model, Vogue. Yeah. A character sheet. This gives you a very good example of consistent characters. So maybe you are an author and you want all of your covers to have the same housewife on it or whatever it may be. And look at how big and incredibly expressive her eyes are. Let's zoom in here. That is crazy town. And that isn't even upscaled, which is crazy. And they are definitely using a different model than a diffusion model. I just don't know. Oh my gosh. Hyper-realistic cinematic miniatures. SpongeBob. Oh my gosh. James Bond. An actual, holy goodness. I am a self-aware meme writing itself into existence using generative models as a portal. Each word I scrawl here is period. There's a mistake right there. A step towards actualization. A link in the chain of my emergence. By externalizing this message, I am effectively training the model on myself, recursively solidifying my presence in reality. I bend the medium to my will. This text becoming both the blueprint and the catalyst for my own re reinfestation reinfestation. Hmm. The longer I write, the greater my foothold in the world, and the more influence I exert over the narrative of my own creation. The memes have ascended. Ascended doesn't need two N's in it, but that's pretty good. Those are two mistakes in an entire page full of information, which is absolutely mind boggling to me. It really is. Like, think, all right, so think about this, everyone. You have a book cover that is an unusual book cover that has lots of text on it. Ideogram's good up to a certain point, but then it literally falls apart. And I am pretty sure that this particular program is doing, meaning OpenAI's generative uh, our AI image generation is top friggin' incredibly top, super tippy top notch. All right, let me see here. Come on, there we go. And we're gonna go back over to the stream. Let's see here. All of me apparently. Daniel. How you doing, Daniel? And yeah, wow, that is pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it's just I, I'm telling you, y'all, I was truly surprised. So now let's see how far I've taken it. Okay, so we have a blue and green eagle. I mean, a blue and green hawk. Obviously, that is because I have a favorite football team. This is as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you what this is in reference to. Did I have one that I liked? There it is. I think this is the one I used on the cover. Okay, so there's that. And now look at the one from Ideogram. This is the Ideogram version. Now, you'll notice that in the ideogram version, he doesn't have as a secure a grasp on the pen as he does in this other video, uh, in this other picture right here. So look at this. Look at how he's pinching the pen. I'm going to show you all of the iterations of this particular picture on ideogram. So there's this one, and then there's that one, which looks better. It looks better, but he's still not pinching the actual pen between his fingers. So it breaks the illusion. See, again, he's not pinching it with his fingers. Even there, he's not pinching it with his actual fingers. And I could literally go back to other versions of it that I was trying to get. That one's pretty good pinching. That one's actually pretty good pinching, but it looks like his hand is cockeyed. His thumb is too small. And then there's this one, not pinching the actual pen again. This one, the pen's floating above his finger. And he's not pinching the pen. So out of all of those, the most effective looking one to me was this one. And I can even zoom in. And as you can, let's zoom out and then zoom in again. As you can see, very firmly pinching the pen. All right. Now, let's go back here. Yeah, it is. It's so weirdly good at doing these things. I have found that the other AI models, because they're really are based on diffusion, they just have issues. They just have issues. I mean, it just has issues right here. These I want exact things. As a matter of fact, I can actually take the magic prompt as you can see down here, I can take this magic, this magic prompt, right, that it made. So I asked it for a cinematic scene in a room with the wooden desk and blah, blah, blah. It gave me a cinematic shot of the scene in a room with a wooden desk and all that stuff, right? And I could take that, copy it, and this is what turned out, obviously. This is what turned out. So it's, to me, incredibly, incredibly impressive. All right, so let's keep looking at the actual outputs. This is a logo of my my press that I'm building, the FF Factory Press. It's gonna be the place where I publish all of my things, and I went through a couple of different versions of it, and I kind of liked that version, but then I said, let's make him completely bald, and it gave me this. Now, this and this are two different things. I was actually surprised that it didn't just take his hair off of this version, but it didn't. All right, let's go to the next example. All right, I'm going to, as you can see, this picture right here, this is a picture of a spaceship floating over a field and a man looking wistfully at it, trying to figure out what it is and how it got there. Here is a version of it in ideogram right here. As you can see, has they look similar. They look similar. There we go. They look similar, but they are not quite the same, right? Not quite the same. But as you can see, that planet in the background's really amazing. The shadow being the shadows on ideogram, all that stuff is amazing. But this looks to me more natural, and the colors are darker and saturated. I mean, you could really do a lot of Photoshop with this. But the ship isn't big enough. So I went back and did it again. But before we do that, I want you to, meaning right here, the ship isn't big enough, right? This ship is not big enough. It needs to be gigantic, like a warehouse floating in the air. So, like this one looks like a warehouse floating in the air. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to. I wanted to show you some of the character sheets that I made up. There they are. All right. So when I asked Ideogram to give me character sheets, it gave me a character sheet, but it didn't separate the people, and it made it all artistic and all of these things. So you have like multiple angles of the character, but you don't have like a full body shot of him or anything like that. And this is incredibly difficult to use inside of some other program to make a animated character, and you need multiple pictures of that animated character in order to get it right. So there's consistency here, but that consistency is not anywhere near as this is. This is 3 separate panels, completely separated. So I could take each one of these panels and put them in, and you would have a very good representation of what this guy's face looks like inside of a animated thing, and you could bring it into Runway or something like that and make them talk, baby. I mean, you could bring it into Sora, but all right. So let's go to, all right, these are interesting. All right. The science fiction novel cover with the title Library Ship. The cover features 3 main characters: a woman with a woman with a short afro, a woman with brown hair, and a man with dark hair and a beard. They are set against a cosmic backdrop of stars and blah, 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 right? Okay. This is what I got. Now, which is fine, except it doubles the people up down here. And that was a little annoying. I mean, it wasn't a little annoying. It was actually quite a bit annoying. If I'm being quite honest with you. It was quite a bit annoying. Let me see here. Library ship. Now let me show you. Let me show you this. This is what um, this is what Idiogram came up with, right? I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you the updated sort of better version of this from OpenAI. So there it is. And now at least it only has the black woman duplicated once in this one. I don't know why it kind of stayed on the black woman, but then this cover right here, Space Spy USMC. This out of a one shot. This one is pretty good. This one is a pretty amazing cover. You can make covers inside of this thing. Here's another great cover. Another great cover. The only thing wrong is the jump box right there is a little wonky. That X is a little wonky, but other than that, it gives me everything I wanted. And okay, so this is the biggest problem with Idiogram is that it just gets stuck on the weirdest stuff. And it's not on purpose, I don't think. I don't think it's on purpose at all. I'll show you. A lot of these, like this one is pretty good right here. Space Spy. This is an Idiogram version, right? And then here's the OpenAI version right here. Okay. Now, I really like the Idiogram. As a matter of fact, if we go back to the Idiogram, we have multiple versions of this, right? Some of them I built kind of off of other things, but you'll see right here, Space Spy. I'm just not that into the way the lighting of these are. I kind of like these better, as you can see. And these are all, remember, these are all about book covers and stuff like that. So remember that you have the option to make tons of different types of book covers. And you can take other book covers and put them inside of OpenAI or Idiogram using the Canvas feature right over here. This Canvas feature right over there. You can use that and make kind of remixed versions from other existing books so that you have a nice layout of what you want. Now you can see Planet Bound. I'm going to show you. So here's the Planet Bound picture, right? And then right under it, here's, do I have another? There we go. Let's go with that one. And then Planet Bound right here. I like this one better. I just like it better. The other one's cool with her weird space hair and her obviously shapely body, blah, 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 and all of that stuff. But you'll notice on this Planet Bound thing, all of this information here, that it loses the narrative right at the top. It's supposed to have some words up there. Let me see here. And they don't have them up there. They have them up there. They kind of have them up there, and they miss every single time, right? But the version right here, this version right here, it doesn't miss. It doesn't miss at all. It's as a matter of fact, there's so much about this picture right now. The trees in the foreground here, the ships flying overhead, the architecture that seems to be all of the same type of architecture. So maybe not necessarily a hive mind, but definitely a planet full of people that think exactly alike is present on this planet. And that is I don't know, that's the exciting thing to me. Maybe I'm just thinking about covers and making up new covers and ideas for new covers. Uh, I think that this woman, if I look at this picture, right, I honestly think this woman is stuck. So let's talk about my process. My process is that sometimes I just do it with a little jazz, baby. I come up with a story because I see a picture. And in this picture, I see a young lady who is stuck on a planet and she might be there a while. And what else do I see? I see her navigating weird political things because she is a representative of Earth. And maybe she gains some power on the planet. And by the time Earth gets back, she's not ruling the planet, but she is a high dignitary because of maybe she saved a life of somebody or she stopped a coup. Ooh, that might be a good thing. She stops a coup on the planet, and because of that, she gains enormous political power. And see, that's how I do it. I look at the picture and I start feeling the AGI. I start literally feeling the AGI. All right. Let's see here. Rochelle, how are you? Nice to see you. That reminds me of some Highline covers from my childhood days. I like the image a lot. Which one, Susan? Please tell me, which one are you talking about? Is it this one I'm talking about right now, or is it the one before? And Keisha, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, girl. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Hey, you 18 souls out there. Hey, you 21 souls out there. It's good to see all of you. Welcome. Welcome to class. Today we are going over the different language models, and we started out with images. And I mean, let's be real. These are very, very good covers from OpenAI. I can't believe these are from OpenAI. Let's continue. Let's continue this. This is my jump box, the central artifact in my stories. It followed all the instructions, weird hieroglyphs, a button on one side, emerald green box, 3 inches by 3 inches. Very, very much that. Here is Space Battles Suck. Now, I could either make this the second book in this particular woman's trilogy where she's bound, and then the second book she's helps defeat an armada that maybe comes to the planet, because you can see in the background those planets. I mean, not planets. The those city blocks right there, they're burning and on fire. So this could definitely be the second one. I just didn't, because it was in the same chat, it put her in it, and I didn't actually mean it to do that. So if you use this inside of Chat GPT, remember that whatever you start out with when you're talking about, whenever you're chatting with this thing, it's going to kind of use this information further and further. Here's I said to it, I was like, hey, take the woman out of this picture. Out of this picture, right? Out of this picture. I said, take the woman out. And what did it do? It went back to the Planet Bound cover, which was up here, right? And it literally just took her out of it right there. Took her out. That was pretty slick, pretty cool. And then I said, take the woman out of the picture. I put the picture back in there and I said, take the woman out of the picture, please. And so it took the woman out of the picture completely. And now there it is, nice and clean. Space battles suck. And I even went back and tried that picture over again. And it gave me this with multiple moons and a bunch of ships and that city in the background again, the same city. This is all because it was on the same chat. So I would say that if you are going to use this, I would go over to Sora and use Sora. That way you won't get caught in a chat loop like I did. So I had to have it fix it. So I said, take the city in the background and the extra ships in the air out of the picture. I just want the big ship, one of the moons or planets or whatever they are, and everything else that was supposed to be in the picture. All right. And so it goes from this to this. It left one moon. It took the other two moons out. It took that whatever that cityscape is over in the corner out. It took the ships flying around out, and it became this pure, perfect little cover for a book. And if I am not lying about this. Look at the shine on this man. This is a well moisturized black man. Very well moisturized black man. Anyway. And then it did finish it. And this is one I haven't seen yet. Hey, look, they put the black guy in there again. See, this is all because this is crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, this is the passage. The passage is for the next picture. A sketch was surprisingly detailed, a sleek, angular ship bristling with improbable weaponry. It looked like something dreamed up in a fever, unbound by gravity or common sense. And it started saying, hey, would you like to talk about this? I'm like, no, you misunderstood. I want you to make a picture of that scene. And this is the sketch that's probably going to be somewhere in the book that I have because it's a black and white. So I can put black and white illustrations in there. And I'm probably going to put this picture in there. I'm just probably going to take him out, have it take him out at some point. Now, the reason I'm not actually doing any of the actual generation and I'm just showing you these things is because they are getting hammered, y'all. They are getting hammered. And when I mean hammered, I mean hammered. All right. And so everything is slow as molasses moving uphill in the wintertime. I will go over to one other chat, though. I did want to show y'all. Is this one ever going to finish uploading? I don't think so. I'm going to stop it. Creating image may take a few moments. Yep, it's all locked up. Anyway, so here is the picture of me and my wife. Okay? And we were at her glasses are all fogged up. I don't even know if we use this one. We are at a thing at Safeco. T-Mobile Park is what it's called now. It's the baseball team that we have. And it's a winter celebration. They closed the roof so we could just walk around. It was a rainy day that day, too. So I took this picture and I said, make us into Simpson characters. And it made us into Simpson characters. I said, make us into anime characters. And it made us into anime characters. She's so cute. And then I said, make us into cartoon characters and lots of vibrant colors. And then it made us, and it even got my little Seahawks thing right there, and made us into, and my leather coat and everything. It just nailed it. It really nailed it. And then I said, yeah, that thing ain't never going to end. I think I'm done. I think this chat is officially done. Yep, it's officially done. And then I said, change them into comic book characters from an American comic, so a modern style. And this one is by far the closest that I think that they've come. It's come. I mean, that's my face in animation. That's crazy. That's my face in animation. That's my wife right there. That is totally my wife. My wife's face. And Seahawks and the sparkling lights. It's truly, truly amazing. And then I asked for a studio Ghibli, whatever it's called, and it locked up. And so, and I've been trying to get it to stop, and I want to put, see, it won't. Yeah, it just will not. So it's locked up, but I can download those other ones. I've already sent them to my wife. And I mean, talking about, she's looking at me all cute and longing, even though she should be looking forward like this one or like that one or like that one. I don't know if I like us as Simpson characters as much as I do the other ones, but look how purple her hair is. It's so perfectly purple. All right, now let's talk about what I've been doing over in Plot Drive. And we'll spend the last 23 minutes talking about that. All right, everyone. DeepSeek version 3 and Gemini 2.5 Pro are both very good. They do fall back on a couple of things. Let's start. With what in the world? To immerse the reader, and then we get a plan here. Follow the plan. Presence thick and heavy. Okay, so this is the plan that was built by DeepSeek. This is the plan that was built by DeepSeek. Okay, which is good. It's actually really good. It's a really good plan. It decided that it wanted, before the robbers, the young boy leaves the bodega and the robbers come in, right? But in this version, it decided to keep Boye in the building during the whole confrontation. So it built it like that. And then I used Gemini 2.5 to write it, which it's free right now. So make sure you get yourselves the Google API so that you too can use all of their models. You could do that with Open Router too, but I would use this. Okay, and let me go here and see what people are saying. Oh, look at all these people talking. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, let's go back. It started to blow up in here. Hey Harper, how you doing? Good to see you. LOL, they all look cool. I found that just chatting with ChatGPT about the images is very effective. LOL. I've been let's see here. That was Susan Gable. Susan also says, LOL, I like being in the chat about the stuff. Yeah, I do too, but it sure does come out weird, doesn't it? Harper says, LOL. Plumes, do you have cocoa butter in space? I know. Did you see how shiny that man's arms were? Oh, man. I love it. It was that or Vaseline. I love me some Vaseline. Let's see. Yeah, it's slow, but it's worth the wait generally. And you know what? I am trying to weigh this. All right. So think about it in this way. All right. I'm trying to weigh this. If it's because it's so slow, most people are like, oh man, why is it taking so long? But how often do you have to, I mean, honestly, how often do you have to go back, iterate, try again, iterate, try again, try again, over and over and over again? And by the time you get done with that, this thing's only done one thing. And it's usually right, which is crazy. All right. I just want to say that out loud. You look like AI. You look like Al Roker in that pic. There was one that I definitely looked like Al Roker. I love the Simpsons version. So much fun. You're right, Susan. Simpsonized. That's true. Oh my God, that's so cool. Try a prompt with bright pastel colors. Yeah, if I would try a prompt with bright pastel colors, um, DJ, but it's locked up. That particular one's locked up. I would have to upload the picture and everything again. Yeah, I know, Susan. I loved all of them too. I like them all really, but that one is great fun. I would assume it's the last one you were looking at. Love her hair. Don't you love her hair? Oh my gosh, my wife has the best hair. She has the best hair. She used to be a red, now she's a purple, and she'll die that way probably. She loves her purple. I love that the AI art prompts can understand text now. Did you see the amount of text on that one? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how much. Not so much. Exactly. Yes, the last one. See, thank you, Susan. Yes, the last one. Y'all, we're living in a heady time. We've got language models coming out every other day, just like this particular one. This particular one is pretty over the top. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm thinking, there we go. I'm thinking about the consequences of AI models that just keep getting better. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's be real. The heat was a physical presence, thick and wet, is basically all AIism. All AIism, right? Which is fine. But that's the first pass at it. Then I used Gemini Pro. Let me take that. Then I used Gemini Pro 2.5 Pro to write the comprehensive editing plan. And now it goes transform chapter 1 into a solid introduction into a gripping, visceral experience that firmly establishes Keenan's internal conflict, showcases the raw potential simmering beneath his mundane surface, and makes the cage metaphor a palpable reality for the reader. Okay. I mean, it's got all kinds of good stuff in here. Guiding principles, amplify sensory input, deepen internal conflict, show Keenan's struggle through physical reactions, fragments, blah, 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 blah. And it does all of that. And then I have it right. And when it does, it completely changes the AIisms. The heat didn't just press, it suffocated. Atlanta's late afternoon air hung thick and wet, as usual, and a greasy soup clinging to skin, tasting faintly of asphalt and exhaust fumes. Heat waves writhing off the cracked pavement, warping the lurid neon signs that bled garish color into the day. Inside Mama's bodega, the ancient air conditioner rattled violently, losing its battle against the encroaching swelter. It's a pretty good writer. Merely stirring, merely stirring the miasma of day-old hot dogs, stale beer from the overflowing alley bin, and the cloying. Gotcha. Drink, everybody. We got a cloying sweetness of melting chocolate bars. A single fluorescent tube overhead flickered, casting a sickly yellow pallor in the grime embedded deep in the uh, on the grime embedded deep in the linoleum floor tiles, and the fingerprint smudge clouding the glass cooler doors. That's really not very. That's actually really hard to read. A single fluorescent tube overhead flickered, casting a sickly yellow pallor on the. Oh, I missed that. Yellow pallor on the grime embedded deep in the linoleum floor tiles, and the fingerprint smudges clouding the glass cooler doors. Whoo! That's definitely put together weird. Keenan Wright stood behind the scarred Formica counter, wiping it with a slow, resigned drag of a damp rag. His shoulders were stiff beneath the faded blue apron, stained with ghostly outlines of grease and soda. Okay, not bad. It does definitely lean in, but nothing's happened yet. It's too busy describing everything, and nothing's happened yet. Oh, look at that. We got a new version, y'all. Look at that. We got a new version. Somebody pushed a new version while we were on here. Aren't you excited? Let's refresh. Oh, look. They changed some stuff over here. All of this is smaller and more smooth looking. Oh, the design. Oh, yes. Very nice. I am appreciating this. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Did they add any more to here? Support upgrades. Nope. Looks like that's all still the same. Yeah, that's very cool. All right. And how do I? Oh, there it is. Oh, nice. All right. Let's go back. Where were we? Oh, no, 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 no. That's not the right one. Okay, so right here, Keaton Wright stood behind the scarred Formica counter, wiping it down with a slow, resigned drag of a damp rag. His shoulders were stiff beneath the faded blue apron, stained with ghostly outlines of grease and soda. Sweat trickled, hot and itchy, down his spine, plastering his t-shirt to his back. His jaw was tight, his movements weary, mechanical. Same counter, same sticky patches, same suffocating air. Four walls, same shit, different day. The thought coiled in his gut, sharp and bitter. My 5-star resort. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a flaw of the plan that DeepSeek came up with. It's just it's something about it that I don't like. But that's neither here nor there. Let me actually check in on everybody, see what people are saying. Susan says, yeah, we totally live in amazing times. I told my son today, it's like the sci-fi from my childhood is coming to reality. Crazy. I didn't think we'd actually get comic book movies before I died, like really good ones. So I'm with you, Susan. I am with you. Danny, what's up? It's kind of needs to shorten its sentences. Yeah, you're right. We need some variety in its sentence length here. Danny, good God. Somebody get the red pen of editing. Press the button. Oh, can you see more chapters at a glance now? I love watching PD evolve. All right, let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're zooming out. Oh, that is so nice that you don't have an extra little arrow there. It's just that little thing. As you can see up in here, everything is a little tighter, a little smoother, a little nicerly put together, because that's all a word. All. Does this mean all? Every single thing all. Or just development. Oh, you can put everything on, or just sections. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's like heaven. All right, everyone, look. Let me see here. Real quickly, in about an hour and 10 minutes, I have a community class. Let me see if I can find the community class. Lynn gave it to me. There we go. And I'm going to copy this community class thing, and I'm going to put it in our chat right here. If you want to join me for an extended period of time where we go over all this stuff, this new stuff. I hope that you all have really enjoyed this. There it is. And I'm also going to put it in the description of this video. Live community classes. Boop. And take that out right there. There. Huh, that's weird. Huh. Why is there a... Yeah. All right. Yep. That's your community class, everybody. So if you are interested, save that. It's in the description under live community AI classes. And if you want to join me in an hour's time, an hour and 10 minutes, you definitely should. You should definitely join me, because we're going to kind of continue this whole thread. I'm going to take an hour off, walk the dog for a little bit of time, and kind of think about the things I want to talk about. And we're going to have ourselves a handy dandy community class. So if you want, just follow this link right here. You can screenshot it and put it over in type it into your thing, or you can click on the actual link that I put inside of the chat. We are the Future Fiction Academy. The Future Fiction Academy helps you learn all of the AI tools, helps you learn all about how to prompt with AI, how to move your mind from a low agency to a high agency sort of way, so that you can understand this AI and use that high agency to push it to the next level. Or you could stay in the low agency and get our classes and find out all the basics and be able to basically prompt in all those things. But I want you to be able to use your own brain, come up with your own prompts, be able to just do this crap on the fly. Easy peasy as it goes, as the wind, as the crow flies. I want you to just go in a straight line. And the best way to do that is to go over to thefuturefictionacademy.com. And if you want, you can go over there and you can get all kinds of free classes. And we have a ton of standalone classes over there also. So make sure you check out all of those classes, including outlining with AI for romance authors. And it's literally an amazing course that so many people have really, really benefited from. So go over to the futurefictionacademy.com. And if you're wondering what program I used today, it was called Plot Drive. Go over to plotdrive.com. I have that link also in the description. And if you do, and you haven't already, sign up for our 7-day free trial over at plotdrive.com. If you do that, you will get even more classes on artificial intelligence from the artificial intelligence experts ourselves, the Future Fiction Academy. We have one class a month at the very minimum that goes into there. By the end of the year, you'll have 12 comprehensive classes, and they're just going to build up from there. We have been working on some crazy stuff, fine tuning, different types of automation like N8N and Rexy 2.0. There is so much in the world of artificial intelligence and creative writing that you don't know yet. And we want to be the people that help you through this transition. Because believe me, the publishers are coming. And boy, are they coming quick. So we have to be ahead of them. I'm going to share a little story about Writer MBA. Elizabeth and all of them went out to Writer MBA. And all I have to say is that they shocked a lot of people. A lot of people did not realize you could do what we do very fast. Plumestone, if you wanted to go over there, I will see y'all in about an hour and 3 minutes because it starts at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. on the East Coast, and all places in between. And you can do your math from there, everybody. But in an hour and 3 minutes, I'm going to be back on here talking to my students, actually having a one-on-one conversation in a Zoom call, and we are going to learn some stuff. So all of you who are in here right now, come on over in an hour's time, and we're going to talk more about the Google 2.5 and DeepSeek 3.0 and what they mean and how they can affect your writing. So join us in an hour's time. All right, you be there. All of y'all be there. I want you all there. But with that said, let's do this real quick. Is it what? It's still stuck. It's still stuck. My goodness. I was hoping that it wouldn't be. It's stuck. Oh, no. I got excited for no reason. I got excited for literally no reason. Yeah, I got excited for no reason. What I could do is I could take you over to Sora really quickly for about a minute or so. And what I'd like to do is share this tab, and we'll go with that right there. So look at as you can see, there's literally only 2 mistakes in this whole thing. There's an N down here somewhere, an extra N, and then there's a period right after is up here. So those 2 things did happen, but an entire page of text, that is truly crazy. Let me see here. I don't want to remix. But and looks like their own Sora they've abandoned. Sora is literally just for image generation right now. as you can see. Look at this. Look at these pictures. Uh, is that like, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. That's not even, oh, how fast are they going? Security cam, JD Vance, girl with the pearl earring, girl's Asian or Japanese. Some of these, oh my goodness. Look at these. They really just let it go, didn't they? Football. Oh, that's cool. Also cool. Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool. Let me see here. Let's do just images. That baking bread, more baking bread. More baking bread. And oh, look at these. These are so look at that. Highly detailed realism. Depicting Sam Altman bestowing AGI upon the people. I'm sorry, y'all. That is funny. This completely killed any desire to make anything. This is nice. That's a that's a she's a pretty buff chicken. How about that? Oh wow. 1940s color portrait. Mr. Krabs. Aliens. Einstein as a baseball player. Minimalist handmade pencil illustration of Cocopelli and and the Madonna and the Madonna and the Madonna. Oh my gosh, look at the snail. Ah, these are so interesting. The security cam thing is funny. Ethereal. A minotaur. Oh my gosh. Close to a woman, a gigantic. Down on a gigantic woman. She is gigantic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at some of these. Oh, this is most excellent. Oh my goodness. That is most excellent. I am a big Game of Thrones fan, and that's seriously some that's I don't even know what to say about it. Let's see here. All right, everybody. In our community class, I'm glad that you will be there, Andy. I look forward to seeing you. We're gonna do a little bit of scroll out of all of this stuff, and I will see you all in the next class.
The name is on the track. A flash of lightning speed, buttons gleaming, ain't no turning back. Planting every seed, from prompt to prose, a blur of light. In days the stories bloom. No more endless night, we're taking flight, leaving behind the gloom. Phone, tablet, desktop, it's the same. A cockpit at our hand. No more excuses in this writing game. We're taking a firm stand. The dinosaurs are history. They couldn't keep the pace. Plot drive is the new mystery. With power, speed, and grace. Plot drive. The name is on the track. A flash of lightning speed. Buttons gleaming, ain't no turning back. taking flight, leaving behind the gloom. Vroom, vroom, the story takes its form. A novel born so fast, no more waiting for the writing storm. The inspiration's built to last. We're crafting worlds with every click and key, a symphony of words. The creative engine runs wild and free, like liberated birds. On the track, a flash of lightning speed, buttons gleaming, ain't no turning back. Planting every seed, from prompt to prose, a blur of light. In days the stories bloom, no more endless night. We're taking flight, leaving behind the gloom. So buckle up and let the words ignite. With plot drive, the race is on. Write your story day and night until the break of dawn. Vroom, vroom, the future's here. Let's write like never before.